Happy solar eclipse day.
I can't see anything. Are we live?
I know. Are we live?
Okay, there we go.
This is very dark, you guys. We're not just saying it. So we know they're legit. But if you stare at the studio lights and put these on, looks like nothing.
Yeah, I can just see the faint little light.
Yeah.
It's eclipse day. And how long have we known about this?
Decades. As you said, like at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I saw newspaper articles from I think the 70s or something saying the next solar eclipse 2024.
Yep.
And today's the day. It's getting a lot of people talking. A lot of people are excited, Heather.
Yeah, and we are looking like we have a better chance to view it here if you were hoping to step outside, and especially northern Michigan. That's what we're talking about. But if you have questions about sky cover where you're at, I'll try to do my best with forecasting that. I've just kept a very close eye on our weather here.
Yeah.
But I'll try to do my best and help you out with the viewing time being closer to like after 1 o'clock till around 4 is where it will end.
Okay.
So
I think on the first Facebook Live, we had somebody from Fremont, Indiana asking about the cloud cover.
yeah, and that's looking a little questionable. Indiana, I know they're in the path of totality, but some upper level clouds can make it a tad difficult there. So we are talking about cloud cover in the weather quiz too.
We have that. Our question of the day was asking if you're setting aside any time to see the solar eclipse. And it all really depends, I think, on cloud cover. And we know people have their lives, they have jobs, they have things to do, but hopefully it can take just a couple minutes out of your day to witness something that is historic.
Yeah, and I know like some people have their 9-to-5 jobs where they're not really available to just walk out and just do it. But if you have the chance to do it, it's definitely going to be a sight to see today.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
And we know there are events happening all across northern Michigan, talking about watch parties where you can get some of these. I picked these up at the Traverse Area District Library yesterday, and I know they're keeping a really a tight limit on how many you can get. And I'm thankful that they're even doing this, but 2 per household is what I was hearing. So I picked one up for Heather.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can get still a couple hours to go to get your eclipse glasses.
Yeah, so if you are going to see and view the eclipse, make sure you're wearing eye protection just because you are staring at the direct sunlight. It's not good for your retinas.
No.
So we've been talking about that a lot. But we also have our live stream that will be on the digital studio side. Chief Meteorologist Joe Charlevoix will be here. Mark Chalette will be hosting. And we'll have reporters down in the path of totality covering live reports from what they're seeing in Indianapolis and other areas too. So we got that full, coverage happening. And that starts at 2 o'clock, right, Brendan? Yeah, so if you guys want to see our live coverage and you're maybe not able to go outside or you don't want to, well, we have people in the path of totality showing you.
Yeah, we're teaming up with our Sinclair sister stations in Kalamazoo and Flint. And so wherever you're watching this is where you can watch the broadcast today at 2 o'clock.
Yes. So just want to give you guys a little programming note on that end since Brett and I will be long gone and out of our shift by that point.
We'll let the evening crew take care of it.
Yeah. And Joe can come in a few hours early to help you out with that cloud cover forecast. Yeah. He's excited for it, I'm sure. Yeah. So we're talking about the total solar eclipse. So today is the solar eclipse, but cloud cover is such an important part of the forecast. We talked a lot about it last week. So what is the usual cloud cover on this day? So April 8th, what is that typical cloud cover? Is it 44%? Is it 52%? Or is it 66%?
And that's based in like northern Michigan,
like
in general,
Traverse City
or
specific.
Traverse City.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, we're just talking in general because it's too hard to average, all of them. And, it's like more difficult if you're in the Upper Peninsula. So I just took the average because we're kind of focused on just Traverse City with some of the forecasting, even though I look for everybody. And, the Upper Peninsula, if you're up there, if you're Whitefish Point, Sault Ste. Marie, you could run into visibility issues with this forecast. So I will cover that because I do know we have viewers from everywhere. But if you are in the northern lower, you might be the winner today. So we'll show you what we're expecting.
Sounds good.
We'll take a look at our headlines, the weather story. So, the biggest weather story is the solar eclipse today, hammering home that point. So we are looking at clearing possible, especially if you're south of the bridge. It looks like cloud cover will cooperate for us here. And then unsettled weather the rest of the week. We're looking at rain chances on and off throughout the rest of our work week. And the weekend outlook, if you're looking forward to the weekend forecast, it looks like we are going to see a break from that rain just in time for Saturday. So sunshine will return Saturday. Sunday, we're looking at some light rain showers moving back in. So we're talking about sunshine, and here's a look at our sunshine forecast. So today we're looking at a partly sunny, mostly cloudy sky. But just in time for the eclipse, it looks like we will start to see decreasing cloud cover. Tuesday, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies. Wednesday, I think we're going to see more of a partly sunny sky situation where the sun will peek through at times. And then Thursday and Friday, that's when our next weather maker will move in, mainly later in the day on Thursday. So that's why we're going to see more overcast or cloudy skies. Saturday looks like hardly any clouds in the sky, from the eastern upper all the way through the northern lower. So it's looking promising if you are hoping to do something fun on the weekend. It's going to be a nice day to probably do that on Saturday as of now. Here's a look at the solar eclipse timeline. So if you want a full list of, the minimum and maximum temperature, at least time periods where you can actually watch the solar eclipse, you could go on our website or Up North Live Facebook page. We have a list of the main locations. If you need more help, though, I have no problem looking that up for you to kind of tell you that time frame of where we're expecting the maximum part of the solar eclipse. So this is for Traverse City specific. It will start at 1:58 p.m. So we'll start to see that moon slowly blocking the sun. That maximum will happen at 3:12 p.m. So we're going to see about 87.7% coverage with this maximum eclipse here in Traverse City. I picked Traverse City because that's one of the biggest coverage portions that we'll see of the solar eclipse with the moon over the sun. And then this will end. It'll start to move more out of the way and it'll be over with at 4:24 p.m. So if you have a short window of time in your afternoon to view it, this is the perfect time in which you can. Here's a look at the next few hours of stormcast. So we could see a passing shower, especially if you're north of the bridge by lunch hour, but we'll already start to see those clouds moving out of the way south of the bridge. So this is closer to when we'll start to see the partial solar eclipse here. And you can see hardly any clouds, especially in the northern lower, a little bit more cloud cover in the eastern upper. So from the time around 2 o'clock to around closer to 4, slow this down for you, could see a little bit of some clouds, especially Sault Ste. Marie area, as I mentioned, could run into some cloud cover issue. Aside from that, we have a better shot to see it in our southern counties even. And then tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to a little bit more of some rain, especially in the eastern upper peninsula first. As far as our high temperatures go today, we are going to be a little bit on the warmer side in the 50s and 60s for the eastern upper peninsula. We'll see cloudy skies and then isolated rain in the afternoon. Partly sunny for the northern lower, 69 in Mayo today. We'll see winds mainly out of the south. 65 if you're in Elk Rapids, 69 in Kalkaska. We'll see 68 in Roscommon, Houghton Lake, 60 in Ludington, being a little bit cooler on the Lake Michigan side. Here's a look at our lows tonight. So we'll see them dipping to the 30s and 40s in the eastern upper. Few rain showers possible. I think most of it will hold off to the overnight hours. And then passing clouds from the northern lower. We'll start to see some clear skies, especially if you are in our southern counties. So 48 in Traverse City, and then those southern counties, that's where we're going to see mostly clear skies. 43 in Houghton Lake and Roscommon. So our extended forecast. So today we're looking at a few rain showers here and there, but most of that will stay isolated to the eastern upper, I think. And then our rain will move in a little bit tomorrow. We'll still stick with those warmer temperatures even to Wednesday. We'll see partly sunny skies. Our next weather maker moves in later in the day on Thursday, so most of this will hold off until the afternoon. If you have any outdoor plans, just know we're looking at a little bit of a later time frame. And then that will move across the map. And as you're waking up Friday, we are going to see those winds really picking up with that rain. So it's not going to be a good day to be outside Friday as of now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have Christopher at the top of my list, at least.
Okay.
So I don't know, Gib, what does your list look like? Oh, Paul's at the top of his list. So this kind of shows, I don't know what Facebook is doing, but Gail's at the top of my list here. We'll say hi to her. We'll get to everybody.
Gail's been on top of it today.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
45 degrees and sunny in Kingsley. We've got James Gibb. We've heard of him. He says hello. And then Gail said hello to Gibb. Anyway, Susie Q is saying hi to us this morning. She is doing some beach yoga and 82 degrees.
I was just talking to Miss Allie Baxter about trying to do more yoga just yesterday.
We have a very short window to do beach yoga comfortably in northern Michigan.
Yeah, I don't even know if I would do that.
Yeah. And who else do we have here? Susan Lash Sims watching from Kalkaska. It's sunny. It's 46 degrees there. There's Christopher. It's 49 and mostly cloudy in Farmington Hills. Might as well combine the comments here because he had to move his family search history class from 23rd to the 22nd. So it's still at 6:30. So reach out to Christopher with any questions or comments. This history class on the website. Okay, I think I worded that right, Christopher. All right, who else do we have here? There's Susan Radke chiming in on this Monday saying, the baby chicks are getting big. We're turning our garden shed into a coop. It will have a chandelier. Yeah. And it'll be called, and I have to really enunciate this, Cluckingham Palace instead of Buckingham.
That's funny. I love that.
Yeah, that's cute.
We love a good pun.
Paul, I talked to Trevor in the newsroom about the audio thing. I think just a box wasn't checked. That normally is, but it's not. So hopefully
we are
that gets
working
fixed
on
tomorrow. Hopefully just as simple as clicking a box. We love when things are simple.
Yes, and we remember.
Leslie is chiming in from Harrison. Happy Eclipse Day, everybody, she says. Seth is watching from Petoskey. Normally we get a weather report from him too, but we're still watching, Seth, if you want to include one. Paul is watching from Boyne Falls, 49 degrees already and cloudy. Susan Radke loves our matching yellow.
Yeah, Susan, it wasn't planned, but I think we were just on the same page of like solar eclipse.
Yeah, it's either a yellow or black.
Yeah.
If you're in the path of totality, or I guess white.
Even blue, because the sky will still be blue behind it.
Yeah.
Could work. Yeah.
Yeah, we thought yellow. Without planning this, we thought yellow would be the best option for today.
I did bring this to wear last week, and I ended up not wearing it. So I'm glad I held off. Yeah.
And Mike, remember he was asking about the weather in Grand Marais?
Yes.
The weather was amazing there, he said.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Well, safe travels back home, Mike, whenever you're hitting the road to go back to Ohio, I believe.
Yeah.
Leslie is guessing 52% for the quiz. Christopher's guessing the same. Dee is watching from Vassar. Been to Vassar a few times. There in the thumb. We have Alice watching from Alpena. It's 42 degrees and cloudy, and said, Brendan and Heather, you look great.
Thanks, Alice.
We're sure you do too.
I heard that you, on your voicemail, you're going to try to view the eclipse, and Alpena's looking like the best spot to view it. It was like maybe 10% cloud cover, if that. So, yeah, should be good for you. Hopefully.
That's great.
Fingers crossed.
She's guessing 52%. We got Kathy saying good morning. Welcome to the conversation. Jackie is saying good morning. Good morning right back at you to our friend Jackie. It was 40 degrees in Kalkaska, saw a little bit of sun, and hoping that she gets to see the eclipse today. Everybody be safe and wear the right glasses. It's great advice, Jackie. Thank you. Susan Radke is guessing 44%. Jackie and Kathy guessing 52%. Tom saying good morning and happy Eclipse Day. Paul is guessing 52%. Susan/Sims guessing 52%. My mom is watching. She said, you both look great today. Love the tie and the dress.
Yeah, I heard the tie is a new one.
It is. And what great timing, Mom. She sent me a little belated Easter gift. It doesn't matter that it was late. It actually worked out perfectly because this is the tie she got me for Easter.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she had it all planned out. We'll go with yes.
We'll go with yes. It is a great spring color, but it's also very topical.
So thanks, Mom. She has great taste.
She does.
We have some treats. She got some treats. I brought those in. Yogurt-covered pretzels.
Ooh.
The gummy bears I already had. They're gone. So.
Oh, well, didn't even hear about the gummy bears till right now, Christine. That's a hot tip.
It's a little bag, so I just had to try them, and they're very good.
So they were gone.
All gone. Oh, Mike is in Chicago today. Okay, thank you for the update. Oh, so he must have come around the west side of Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay. Tom's guessing 52%, and Paul, big fan of Heather, and said, Heather, you rock.
Thanks, Paul.
And Lori said, good morning. I may have missed this information earlier. What is the chance we have clear viewing of the solar eclipse in Leelanau County? Good question, Lori.
Oh, Leelanau. Let me see here a little bit closer. I'll zoom in on Stormcast so we get a closer view. We'll get right in there. So
tilting it and everything.
Yeah, tilting. It's my favorite feature. All right, so that's, you can see the wind's just really starting to shift. It might be a bit breezy this afternoon, but it's closer to where we'll start to see the eclipse here. So I think closer to like 158 will be similar to the Traverse City viewing since we're not far away. And you're looking at clear skies, clear sky. Yeah, I think you're good.
Nice.
Yeah. And there is a small chance that might change, but I'm guessing you're pretty much good to go there.
All right.
Yeah.
And
you didn't miss it. I didn't talk specifically about Leland County, so you're all good.
And Christopher's hoping to see the eclipse. Should be good in Luna Pier. That's in Monroe County.
Didn't you say that there was
as far south and east you can go in Michigan?
Wasn't there a statement by the Monroe or the Luna Pier
mayor
saying don't go there?
Yeah, apparently there's a bridge project happening over I-75 in Luna Pier, and the mayor or some sort of Luna Pier official had just said, don't come to Luna Pier, go to Ohio instead to watch the solar eclipse, because apparently this bridge is the only way to get in and out, or one of the few ways to get in and out of Luna Pier. Oh. And it just sounds like it's going to be gridlock if a lot of people show up. So they're like, go to Ohio instead. So
he's directing people south.
Yeah, just because of the bridge project. I'm sure the businesses there would love it, but when you have a bridge that's out
and a high concentration of vehicles.
Yeah.
We ran a story in the news side of things early this morning, if you were watching, of just don't stop in the middle of the highway if you're trying to view the eclipse, because people will be doing crazy things.
Yeah.
It's just not safe.
Yeah, it's sure. And I'm hoping everybody can take a moment, but just do it safely, please. We don't want to have to report on anything unfortunate.
Yeah, we really don't want to have to on the news side of things.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
All right, we're all caught up.
Cool.
Yeah, don't forget these, Heather, when you walk out the door.
No, I will be. This is on my list of things to bring with me for sure.
Good.
Because I'm excited. I want to see it. I saw it in 2017, where the path of totality was even further south. I was in Valparaiso at the time at school. So we had a huge watch party. They all had a million of these glasses, and it was pretty much the beginning of school. Like, I think it was maybe the first week we were even there. So it was fun to kind of kick off my very first year at Valpo with that.
August of 2017.
Yep.
So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was in Nashville for that. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. So I saw, yes, Christopher is talking about the fact that we're going to be back in Alpena. So that's something that you can find more online about that new deal. So we were in Alpena for a long time, then we weren't. Now we're back on through over the air. You can stream us wherever you are.
Yes.
But we're just sending our signal
out of the air. But we'll have our full morning show broadcasted over there. So if you're wondering about the mornings, I know Alice was a very loyal viewer over the air. She still watches us, I think, through streaming. But yeah, if you're in Alpena area and you're wondering, you can watch the whole morning show come up. I think it's closer to the end of the month. We don't have like a specific date just yet, but we will tell you when that date is, so you guys have a better idea. But we're excited to be over there again.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there'll still be news updates from WBKB, the station in Alpena. And so you're not going to be losing that.
Yeah, and they'll still have their local news part of the newscast.
Exactly.
We'll still have our newscast there, but they have their section of the news where they'll be able to fill with their reporters, their news director anchoring, and all of that stuff. So they'll still have some news.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up, Christopher. I know you're from, or at least lived in that area for a while. We know we have a lot of fans over that way.
I have family friends over there too, so
that too,
it's exciting to kind of be back there. And it's been closer almost 2 years, right, Brennan? It's been a while,
something like that. Yeah. Good deal. Looks like we're all caught up on comments, Heather.
Cool. We'll reveal the weather quiz answer. So cloud cover is such an important part of this forecast for the solar eclipse. What is the usual cloud cover for this day? Talking more Traverse City than anything. So
I was being hopeful, a little more optimistic, 52%.
Yeah, it's spring though. So 66% cloud cover. So our sky cover today will vary, really depends on where you're at, but 11% to 77%. And that's up in the Sioux is a 77 percentile range. So best case scenario, we see more clearing in time for the eclipse, but just know, erring on the side of caution, that clouds could be an issue up there, especially. The eastern side is looking great. So if you want to take a drive just a little bit south of the bridge, it's probably a better spot to see it if you have the time.
Good advice.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Gib. Almost forgot. So weather quiz standings this week. Brendan and our Facebook viewers are tied 0 for 1. Gail, thank you so much for chiming in. And then we'll be looking for our next Facebook Live viewer at 6:20 a.m. tomorrow. Director Gib and producer Sarah both got it right today. 1 for 1 for them. So starting off the week strong.
Yeah, nice job.
Yeah.
And who else do we have? Oh, Christopher was in Alpena 1997 to 2020. Thanks for that.
Oh, gotcha.
And Paul wanting to know, what will the path of totality be in, he said 2024. I'm guessing he means another year. He said, will it be farther north?
Ooh, I haven't looked too far into that. I mean, are you talking 2044, I believe?
Is there one in 44? Because there's what, the North Dakota, Montana?
Yeah, I've looked up so many facts about the solar eclipse. It's all like getting fuzzy in my head. 2044, August 23rd.
Okay.
So that's what I was thinking. Let's see. Looks like, oof. Yeah, starting in Greenland, you're right, Brendan. So it ends around sunset in Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota. So it kind of swings around Greenland, goes through parts of Canada, the Northwest Territory of Canada, through Alberta. So if you're in Alberta area and the edge of British Columbia, probably have a better chance to view that. But yeah, northwestern part of Montana, northeastern part even, we'll see a little bit of that through North Dakota. The very edge, there's like probably a good third of North Dakota that could see it. So it's not looking like a big swath like we are under this year, from basically Mexico all the way up to the East Coast.
Yeah. Yep. Good point. Starting Mazatlan and then up through Texas and all the way up, even hitting parts of Canada. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So that's us here. But yeah,
a lot of tourism dollars.
Yeah. Yeah. For the whole United States.
Yep.
And that path all the way down. If you were in the small town of Mexico where that path really starts, that's where they'll have the longest amount of totality that it will be visible for them.
Gotcha.
So for us here in Michigan, it'll be a shorter period of time, but still possible. So it looks like Mother Nature will cooperate, I think, and I hope.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. We'll have a talk with the moon in the fun here.
Got some connections.
Yeah, try to.
And if you want to spend more time with us, you can join us tomorrow morning. We start at 4:30, go to 7 on TV and also online too. I'm going to be talking about a job fair in Grand Traverse County. If you're looking for a summer job, a year-round job, there are a lot of positions to fill at a certain resort. We'll take you there live.
Yeah, sounds good. Miss Madison will give us the whole rundown tomorrow morning.
Yep.
And we'll cover the rest of our week weather. If you have any specific questions too, we'd love to answer it on the first Facebook Live or this Facebook Live. You know the drill. So we'll be there.
Sounds good.
All right. Have a good Monday and happy eclipsing.
Protect those. Thank you.